and welcome to my channel. My name is Brianna, where I talk about... What do I talk about? What do I talk about? Listen, man, I'm tired, okay? I talk about crochet, book content, and all things of that nature, and if you like that kind of content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Now, this video, I'm going to be talking about all the things that I've read in December. It is the day after Christmas currently, and let's talk about the things that I've read. I also have some really cool additions. Like, I am also going to be decorating my Kindle for the first time. Never had a Kindle. It's my first Kindle. Yay! And I also have some new books that I got for Christmas that I'm excited to read for the new year. So let's get started. So correct me if I'm wrong, I read Coraline. I finished reading Coraline, and I also read Rip Van Winkle and the Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Coraline, I'll give a 4 out of 5 stars from Neil Gaiman. I kept reading. It's a children's book. Didn't realize that it was a children's book. It's not young adult. It's kind of like middle grade-ish. Like, it's not, you know, babyish, but it's also not full-fledged YA. And I didn't realize that at first, that it was a children's novel, obviously, because Coraline feels like a grown movie, you know what I mean? But I give it a 4 out of 5 stars. We all know the story Coraline, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. So I'm going to move on to Rip Van Winkle and the Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Didn't finish it. Okay, hear me out. It's only 86 pages, but I was so bored. I was so bored. And I think that something has to be said, because I was forced to read a lot of novels like this growing up, like very like articulate English, very old style English. And a part of me felt like, okay, like I kind of want to read what I want to read. So maybe that's why I didn't appreciate this story as much as I wanted to. And because I think it's just an amazing story too, and the impact that it's had on the pop culture. I would have really have liked to love this book a little bit more, but I just didn't. I'm sorry, I just didn't. Like, they were just talking like a little bit too much about nothing. I got pretty far. I got to page 50 out of like 86, a very short story. Maybe I need to check it out again when I am back in spooky season, but I'm sorry, like, I'm sorry. Because I feel like that's such a literary classic, and I feel like so uneducated by saying, oh, like, I didn't finish. I got 2 degrees, okay? Like, I'm definitely educated, but it just wasn't my thing, right? So I didn't finish, so I'm not gonna rate it. But the next 2 books, I don't know what's been happening. I've been feeling really blessed by the universe to not read trash, because I'm not gonna call Sleepy Hollow trash. It just wasn't for me. You know what I mean? Like, there's books that, like, you know other people will love. It's just not what you want to read right now. So I also read Vicious by V.E. Schawb in December. And it's about Victor and Eli, and I'm gonna have a little bit of spoilers, so I'll just let you guys know when I start talking about the spoilers. But they're gonna be mild spoilers though. So Victor and Eli are both med students. They love to be medical, okay? They love to study the body, they love to study the brain. And one day for their senior thesis, Eli is like, you know what? There's some people who have superhuman abilities. Like, excuse me, extraordinary abilities. How do they do that? And then they realize that it's through near-death experiences. And Victor is just like his best friend. You're wild. You're bugging. Why are you trying to do all of this? And eventually, Victor is so caught up in his own jealousy and his own anger towards Eli. He's like, you know what? Let's do a near-death experience. Let's almost do this and almost risk our lives to see if we're gonna be superhumans. Okay? And they did it, and it actually works. Okay? And this is where the spoilers come in. So the 2 of them are going to eventually end up being superhuman, and because of that, they're both going to try to unalive each other, okay? They're both going to be on a very big hunt to suppress the other's power, and it's a really big ego narcissist battle. You are counting down the days until they meet each other again after some crazy things happened the last time they saw each other in college. You are going through the chapters like, okay, there's 10 more days, there's 9 more days, there's a few more hours, and you get to feel that build up. And V.E. Schawb did an amazing, beautiful, hands down, great job at building that tension for you to be like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Like, I have to go to the next chapter. if I don't go to the next chapter, I won't sleep tonight. Like, that's honestly how I felt reading V.E. Schawb. So obviously give it 5 out of 5 stars. Like, I seem very bubbly, but in my real life, like, I'm actually pretty dark. Like, I have that duality of me, and I love dark fantasy or fantasy where there is people who are actively trying to like get each other. I don't know, it's so fascinating to me because I'm someone who is very easy to let go of people. Like, I'm very fast to like cut people off if they've done me dirty, and people has done me dirty before, and I'm like, okay, you clearly don't want to be in my life. Boom, case closed. Not Victor and Eli. Not Victor and Eli. So I really appreciate reading different perspectives in that, where it's just like, this man did me dirty, I cannot let it go. You know, like, what types of personalities are we reading about and learning about that just can't let things go? And that was really fascinating to me as someone who is very easy to just cut people off. So 5 out of 5. Give V.E. Schawb her flowers, and I definitely have to check out Darker Shades of Magic in 2025, of course. So the next book I read, Curious Tides by Pascal Lascelles. Homegirl got a lot of L's and a lot of E's in her name. Period. Anyway, so Curious Tides. I'm gonna have to set it down, right? It's just too much to hold. Okay, basically, we have a astrology based system, which, if you guys didn't know, that's my thing. Okay, and all of the people in this universe has different powers based on the moon phases that they were born under. So if you were born under a new moon, full moon, waning moon, waxing moon, you have different abilities, including with different eclipses. People who are eclipse born are treated like I'm trying to make a not problematic comparison, but they're treated very discriminatory. Like, people treat them like how they treat certain people in the United States, let's just be honest, and segregates them, does not respect them, you know, constantly trying to suppress them, etc., etc. Our main character, Emery, recently lost her best friend in a cave, and we have no clue as to who, what, when, where, why, but we know homegirl is sad. Okay, we know she's sad about it. And as the story progresses, you start to realize there's a secret society. There's people doing really messed up things to get other powers that's not in their house. There's people lying. There's people scheming. Very, very fantasy. And we realize that the main character is not exactly who she says she is. And she didn't even know that. And I can't do the book justice because I'm gonna give away so many spoilers. But first of all, the moons and the magic, that's what got me, okay? That's what has me. And the secret society, that has me the most as well. And I didn't like the book at first, right? Until there's this one scene 50 pages in that gave off dark fantasy vibes. Like, she tries to heal someone because, trying not to spoil it, he needed to be healed, I guess. And all of a sudden, things don't look like healing magic. And that was when I was like, oh. What's going on? I want to learn more. Love it. 5 out of 5. I don't know what to say more about it to give more spoilers. I just had a blast reading it, and I feel like another indication that I had a blast reading it is that it's 520 pages. And my silly behind bought the second one that's almost 600 pages, and as you can see, I already started reading it. I'm currently on page 67, so I'll show you I'll tell you guys what this one is about and how this one, you know, progresses next year. Oh my god. So really quickly before I take out my Kindle, I also got 3 new books that I wanted to share with you guys. So I have That Time I Got Drunk and Saved the Humans, and I officially have all 3 of the Kimberly Lemming Mead Mishaps book. Let's see that if I give this one another 5 out of 5 stars. I probably will. I love everything that she has read. I also have The Gift That Vanjess by Caroline O'Donoghue. I read the first book about like tarot cards and all that stuff, and we could see that the main character, Maeve, has grown quite a bit. She is doing her thing in Ireland, and now she has a little coven, so I'm excited to see what she's up to, what the girlies are up to, quite literally. And then lastly, I mean, just look at the cover. Just look at the cover. You know, The Heart of the Sun Warrior. From the Celestial Kingdom duology. I read The Daughter of the Moon Goddess before, and I also give that a 5 out of 5 stars. I felt like I was transported into another universe, and I hope that this book is the same. I hope the books are the same. I don't know. Chef's kiss on the cover. Whoever did this, raise. Whoever did this, promotion. He needs a promotion. Anywho, so I have my Kindle. I got it in the shade Matcha. Take the story with you. 6 glare-free display, 8 weeks of battery life, built-in light, and USB-C. So let's unbox it. It's my first Kindle. I got it in the matcha flavor. I got it in the matcha color. Let's see. So here's Kindle. No man can walk so long in the shadow that he cannot come to light. Okay, alright. So here is the charger. No box for it, sure. But oh my god, she's so tiny. What's this? For more information, who needs those? Okay, she's tiny. She's tiny. But she's so cute. Let me see. Alright. Power on. So the screen just came like this, and it just told me to power on. Ah, look at me. I'm a Kindle girly now. This is literally so small. How do you even? I see the charging point. I see a little button here. I think that might be the reset button. Alright, set up English, United States, and it's loading. Okay, so as it loads, I have some things. I'm looking for things to poke this with. So I got a clear case, and like all the girlies online, I also got myself like the pop socket to hold it because I feel like that would be so cute. Very cute, simple clear case. And then I got some astrology stickers, of course, to decorate it with. Something that it's mad loud. Something that I want to get too is a charm for it, but I don't really know where to get those charms. Ah, this is so cute. I definitely want to get more things for it, just to give it more of a, you know, like more my style stuff. I also got this pop socket, like I saw all the girlies do online. I normally don't follow trends heavy, but I wanted to get the Kindle because I'm spending so much money on physical books, and I wanted to, like, I honestly didn't even know I was gonna get back into reading this year. So I spent a lot of money on physical books, and I spent a lot of money as well, period, just on books and book stuff, and to lower my footprint as well. So that's one of the main reasons why I got a Kindle. And I also want to start, you know, getting more books from the library as well, like instead of like buying books. Like I really want to be more mindful. As you guys can see, I read quite a bit of books this year, and I also bought a lot of books that I did not do mindfully. So I definitely want to be more mindful of the things I read. And look, it perfectly sits up in my hand. It says 2 to 2 p.m., which is a tattoo that I have. So that is awesome and really cute. And I'll set the rest of this up later. But it's cute. I like her. I do. I didn't think I would, but I also want to read at night more, and I sleep with my partner, so he's like, can you turn off the light? And I'm like, I have to read. And even though it's like a little paragraph, I still want to read it. So yeah, okay. So if you like this video, please share to like, comment, and subscribe. This video felt very, very chaotic. All my videos today have. I broke a cord, probably noticed that. But yeah, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.